back at it again, and we have another one with Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk. Let's dive in.
White privilege is a thing because you're given more opportunities, not because necessarily that you have more. Let me finish. That person may have more or less wealth, but because of the color of their skin, if you're white, you start off with a blank slate. Like you're not seen as like when you see them, there's just a blank slate. In my opinion, this is my opinion.
Show some evidence of that, though.
What do you see when you see me?
I see a human being with passionate opinions that I hope to find agreement on.
Wow. Okay. That is.
Take it to liberals to mock that. So what are you?
Hold on. So what kind of answer was he looking for? Was he saying like you see a black person? So does he equate? Just well, let's see.
Obviously, you.
Wait, if you see something different, if you see him by the color of your skin, then you're the racist.
Yeah. It doesn't, but what I'm saying is,
because the first thing I see when I see someone like him, you know what I see?
Hold up.
I grew up with people that were Mexican and black and white, and I consider them friends. I look at character, and I see a respectful young man that has the courage to come up and have a conversation. I don't say, oh, a black person's coming up.
That just gets me mad. Why are they laughing at you? I know
Thank
you are.
We are all human beings, but it doesn't change the fact.
Hold on, what do you say?
I know you are.
We are all human beings, but it doesn't change the fact. Like when you see someone's like, oh, that's a white guy.
But you can also say that's a white girl, that's a blonde, that's blonde hair.
And that's what it is.
Laughing at him is just like, what is wrong with you? Disgusting.
You're right. I have a gray shirt. I have black pants. I have mixed colored shoes.
Yeah,
but
like, I mean,
it doesn't change that when you see someone, you do see color. Like
but not color. I see a person in a hat.
I really don't.
I really don't. I'm not saying, oh wow, look, this is a black person standing. Maybe I'm blind.
I think, of course, you see color. I mean, yeah, duh. We all have different skin complexions, but I think what they're meaning to say is that, yeah, of course, we see it, but it's not something that we focus on. Just because we see, a black person, it doesn't then change our thought process on how we, speak to the individual or how we treat that individual. I think that's what they're meaning to say, but y'all let me know in the comment section.
Black and my whole family's black. What I'm saying to you is that I identify everybody because I have eyes, right? You can say, oh, that was a man that stepped before. That guy was an older gentleman, right?
No, and you're right. But to the point that I'm trying to make is that white people have the privilege that they're giving more opportunities because they're seen differently through people's perspective.
But I just gave you an example. I don't.
That's one perspective.
Okay.
So can you give me a piece of evidence where that prevented you from getting where you want to go?
In what sense?
So have you personally experienced white privilege negatively against you?
So in my time in the military, there's definitely white people who are chosen for TDYs or deployments because of the color of their skin versus how well someone works. Because I can give you a personal experience.
That is against federal law. People would go to
prison
prison if that existed. I'm not going to say your experience is not invalid.
And as I'm saying, it's just an opinion, so everyone has a perspective of it. So everyone has some sort of
experience is not evidence. Evidence would be an independent study.
Do I not exist? Do my stories not count?
So again, experience is not evidence. Evidence would be an objective piece of data or reason or rationale that you can make an argument that white privilege is indeed systemic. But let me ask a question, though.
So can we take your statement out?
Let me ask a question, though.
Okay.
So you made a series of good choices and you courageously served our country in the military. You're focused on...
To go back to the experience isn't evidence. Evidence comes from an independent study. I think he's definitely right on that. And the guy there, I feel like he got a little angry because he was like, wait, hold on. So my experience doesn't count. No, it does count, but it doesn't. Just because you have a certain experience doesn't mean that's the truth of the matter. There could have been something that you didn't know about the situation, and that is why it actually played out the way that it played out. But from your perspective, from your experience in that moment, it felt like something totally different. So an independent study is needed in order to get to the bottom of it. Maybe whatever you experienced from your perspective was actually the truth. But also, there's also the possibility that it wasn't the truth. So Charlie Kirk is definitely right. But y'all can let me know how you felt about that in the comment section.
Let me ask a question, though.
So can we take your statement out?
Let me ask a question, though.
Okay.
So you made a series of good choices and you courageously served our country in the military. You're focused on an idea of white privilege. What
you're
can?
Smart,
So you're smart.
You're attractive.
I don't understand.
I mean, what do you like?
But
why would you want somebody to sell your oppression? You could go do things in life.
You
like,
can
you're
do whatever
smart,
you want to do in America, based regardless of skin color.
You're right, but it.
Oh, I am right.
Me,
Good, we agree.
To me, let me finish. To me, white privilege still exists because I believe white people are given more opportunities. Now, it's not to say that my hard work cannot bring me here, but.
So do you know that there's
more opportunities may be given to someone else?
So you know there's twice as many white people than black people living in poverty in America.
I would not give an opportunity. Those girls that just shouted at you, I would not give an opportunity to those girls based on the color of their skin over yours. Trust me.
Well, I'm just talking strictly to the topic of what's at hand, not how much money I have, Democratic or Republican.
But he's saying based on my skin color, like I would not in any way, shape, or form give the people that just did all of that and they are lighter skinned than you an opportunity.
No, I would call them out too, whoever they are. Like, I don't know why they're doing that.
You're being like that is it doesn't matter.
If you're on my side,
there's no side. You're creating sides.
Don't just yell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on, run that back.
No, I would call them out too, whoever they are. Like, I don't know why they're doing that.
You're being like that is it doesn't matter.
If you're on my side,
there's no side. You're creating sides.
Don't just yell.
You're creating sides. Like it's us versus them.
He said something that was very, very major right there that hopefully more people open their eyes to and wake up. If you are on my side, let's talk about it. Don't yell about it. That doesn't get us anywhere. Yelling, screaming, feeling outraged. You know, some of these politicians after the Roe v. Wade news was leaked and you saw these politicians out in the streets. I'm so angry. Okay, well, go back in your office, Susie, and go get some paperwork done. Go get some legislation put forth. Marching out in the streets doing absolutely nothing makes no sense. Makes no sense. It doesn't get us anywhere. If you actually want to do something, if you want to back up the words that you're speaking, get back in your office and actually get some stuff done. All this shaking out in the streets, oh, I'm so angry. It does nothing. It does nothing. Where's the legislation? Where is it? Where's the paperwork? Exactly. A lot of these politicians, they don't want to do anything. They just want to outrage people and march out in the streets. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. That's not speculation. That's not a conspiracy theory. Y'all can watch it for yourselves. I'm just saying. Sheesh.
Mentality, like this is what I hate. This is the kind of liberalism that I hate, right? There's something that she sees in you. But this is important. This is important because I really do believe that liberals, when they see, that's why they laugh. When he said, "What do you see?" They laugh because liberals actually do believe that there's something proprietary about being black. And when they see a black person, they think that is something that they own. So when he said something, because what do you mean? They are human beings.
So like to his point, so you're calling them out, like, so when they're liberals, they're liberals.
No, it's the treatment. No, they are human beings still. Liberals are human beings. So are conservatives. They're both human beings.
So don't change it to Democratic or Republican.
No, but it is because what I'm talking about when we talk about white privilege, where I really see when people talk about privilege is that it's remarkable to me that every time we decide on one of these college campuses, you always have these liberal groups that stand up and they contest and they yell and they protest and they're angry. There's something that they're fundamentally angry when they see a black person say, "I'm not oppressed." They mock, they laugh. He said something that was nice to you and they all went, "Oh, why are you doing that?"
Okay, go ahead, please.
Why?
Please, go ahead.
That really just annoyed me.
Yeah. Go ahead, I want to hear this.
Oh, so apparently this is one of the individuals who was yelling at Charlie Kirk and Candace when Charlie Kirk said the whole, I see a nice young man, respectable and passionate about his beliefs type situation. So I'm sure this is going to get quite interesting here. Let's get it.
I was laughing because
ownership.
I see a man in a hat. I mean, I know he's in a hat, but there are so many hats here. It doesn't matter.
No. What I said, don't distort what I said. You're demagoguing. I said I saw a courageous person who has their act together, who had the wherewithal to come up here and have a conversation.
You need him to be...
Yeah, he didn't say anything. If I remember correctly, we might have to run it back, but he didn't say anything about the hat originally. I think the hat came up like later on, or gray shirt or something.
Just black. We see him as something more.
I see him as a human being.
You need him to be just black, but we
the
see him as something
left is
more.
obsessed with race.
You do. That's why
the
you're over there
left
mocking.
is obsessed with
You're
race.
obsessed with race. Like, He answered the question. He gave him a compliment.
Yeah,
why are you saying? Why are you laughing?
I am obsessed with race. But
Oh, okay, good. Okay, we agree. Why?
Lance,
Why does race matter?
You're obsessed
no, I
with
said
race.
me personally.
Tell me.
And that's
No,
what I talk
then
about
tell
when
me,
I say liberal.
why
I think
does
there's
race
something
matter?
proprietary about
Because
you
it
being a
was
black man.
invented a really long time ago, and it still affects us.
Why did she say? Why
You
did
just
she,
said it's
wait,
invented.
Wait, why did she say in the? I'm sorry. You're right. No, you're gonna go.
It's not science. It was a social thing.
Do you think there's
People
differences between
invented
white
it.
people and black people?
You are
That's
not
an
more privileged
interesting
than me.
question.
No. Do
And
you
it's
think
a
there's a
really loaded
biological
question.
difference between white people and black people?
Oh,
You
good.
do?
Oh. I mean,
I don't.
We can't process cheese as easily as you guys do. So I mean, there's a biological difference.
Wait, is there a
I have melatonin.
Hold on. Yo, hold on. I know he didn't say what I think he said at the end there either, but we can't process cheese. What? Look at Candace. Oh man, hold on. I gotta bring this back up. Look at Candace's face. Look at her face. The face of disgust. What in the AT double hockey sticks is she talking about? Woo, hold on. I gotta rewind that back. I'm sorry. I have to. Because that was just ridiculous.
I mean,
I don't.
We can't process cheese as easily as you guys do. So I mean, there's a
Is there evidence of that?
biological difference.
Wait, is there a
I have melatonin.
No. Besides the melanin in your skin,
He said melatonin. He did say it. Melatonin. It's melanin, not melatonin. Melanin and melatonin are two totally different things. Don't get them mixed up. Yeah, give me some extra melatonin. That boy gonna be asleep for days. Don't get those mixed up, man. My brother, hey. Whoo. Whoo. I'm sure he just misspoke, but that was a funny one. That was a funny one. Oh man, brother. Oh man.
Biological difference.
wait, is there a
I have melatonin.
No. Besides the melanin in your skin, is there a difference between white people and
Look, Candace wanted to say something, but she didn't. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is just hilarious. Look at her face, just like, did he really just say that?
black people?
So like biologically, yes. Like you talking like DNA wise?
Yeah, DNA.
So like, where are your ancestors come from?
The northern part of Europe. But tell me
So,
what
so
is
mine
bi-
come be like the west part of.
So what's different?
So like
No, what's different?
DNA wise.
No.
Like ancestrally.
What's different between white people? This is so
I
important.
can't break down the helix strand, but
Give me one thing that white people and black people have different
Don't
biologically.
change the question of this. Like DNA wise, we are different.
No, we're not.
Fundamentally
That's a lie. It has been disproven. Front page of National Geographic 6 months ago. Racism created by society. If you look at DNA independently in a science laboratory, they cannot distinguish between a black person or a white person if they look at just the DNA, because the only difference is the melanin. It has been disproven. Race is a social construct that I want to break out of.
Race is a social construct that we need to break out of. I would have loved to have caught the rest of that after he said that. You know, it's been disproven on the front page, and apparently it wasn't very long ago before this encounter. Yeah, I would have loved to have heard his response after that was being said, because, I mean, if it's already been disproven and recently been disproven, how do you make a comeback from that? So now all of your thoughts and everything that you said goes down the toilet. Like, do y'all think he just said, oh, well, if that's the case, well, I guess my thought processes were wrong. Do you think he changed course, or do you think he doubled down? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I honestly, if I had to guess, I really don't know. I think it's 50-50, because I feel like at the beginning of, this encounter, I felt like he would have doubled down. But then somewhere towards the middle, I feel like, this guy sounds pretty reasonable. I don't think he would, because especially when he had, called out the individuals that were laughing, and he was like, I don't know why they would do that. Yelling doesn't get us anywhere. We need to have conversations about all this. I was like, oh, wow. Guy's reasonable. I applaud that, especially in today's climate where, people like to yell and scream and get absolutely nothing done. That's amazing. Amazing to see. But then towards the end, I was like, I don't know. where he made the whole melatonin comment, which is absolutely hilarious, by the way. So, I mean, if I absolutely had to guess, I guess it is 2-1. I felt like he would double down versus, one moment in the middle there where I felt like he wouldn't double down. So I'm going to say he's going to double down and say, you know what? Nope. There are differences and all that sort of thing, and go back into his whole little spiel. But y'all let me know how you felt about all of this in the comment section below. And please do not confuse melatonin for melanin. Don't make that confusion. Don't have that mix up. Don't tell the doc, hey, I need some melatonin, and then you think you talking about melanin. Woo! Man, things got a little out of hand with that one. But as always, like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Peace and love. I'm out.